How's it going, everyone? Thyssen Gaming here, and welcome back to my Pokémon Red Randomized Nuzlock. The plan for today's video is we're going to have a nice little training session and get any and all encounters I have left before we take on the gyms and the Sylph Company. Which, if memory serves, we should have at least 3 encounters I can get right now. The Safari Zone and then the 2 routes to the right of Fuchsia City here. And while I'm doing so, I'll answer a couple questions, do a little, Q&A with Thyssen. But yeah, if you guys like to see in today's video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because I am trying to hit 400 subscribers before the end of the year, and there's only 11 days left to do so. And comment down below who your favorite team member of Team Rocket is. Is it Giovanni, is it Jesse James, Meowth, or is it one of the admins we get to meet in Heartgold South Server? Or is it Butch and... Cassie, that's what her name is. Cassie and Butch. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, if you have any other questions you'd like me to answer, feel free to do so, because I will do another Q&A video again sometime in the future. Unfortunately, I don't really have any viewer questions to answer, because, professional YouTube man over here forgot to, set up a Twitter thing, or, a video thing to allow you guys to ask your questions. So, yeah. I'll just be answering some random ones I found on Twitter, pertaining to Pokemon, obviously. But yeah, obviously, if you have any questions to ask me for the future, comment them down below in this video, and I will answer them, and probably in the next few episodes, because I will be doing at least one more training session video like this in the future. But with that all said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so first things first I want to do is obviously go and get the Safari Zone encounter, and then obviously get Surf and Strength, which thankfully are all in this town. And we just gotta... Oh. Wait, that's right, I still have Cut. Yeah, Safari Zone always a fantastic thing, because you never know what you're gonna get here. And the thing is, if you get something really good, you have a super low chance of catching, because obviously it could easily run away after the first ball. So it's kind of high risk, high reward what you're going to do here. And I had a special rule back in the day with this when I did my Pokemon Leaf Green playthrough. But I don't think I'm going to apply it here. I'm just going to do my normal Nuzlocke rules. And that is Bro, which is Species. I already have a Slowbro. So I can run away and continue to encounter. And the main reason why I'm not going to do my special rule of where I can pick which encounter I want in this game is because obviously there's so few encounters I can get here, because it's only the original 151. So it doesn't really pay for me to, look through everything and see what I can get, because obviously I know what I'm going to get. So I'm just going to do my normal Nuzlocke rules, and obviously when we do Leaf Green or Fire Red in the future, I'll probably do it again with that special rule. Alright, is this something I can catch? Oh, a Scyther! I can actually catch this. Hello, Sword. How you doing? Haven't seen you since Ruby. And it ran. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it would have been cool to have a Scyther, but probably wouldn't have used it. Especially since you can't evolve into Scizor in this game. Because Scizor is not... Yeah, Scizor is Gen 2. Because that's when Steel types were introduced. I could have got a Kingler. Cool. Could have got a Kingler, but that would obviously have been Species, because I already have a Krabby. Yeah, then the next 2 encounters I can get are the routes to the right of Fuchsia, which, if memory serves, at the bend is when they change routes. I just gotta remember where that is. Could've got the Jinx. That would've been kinda good, actually. Get an Ice type, but Ice types aren't really good in this game, because the only thing they're really useful for, at least for me, would be going up against dragons. And the only problematic dragon type in this game is Dragonite. Carbos, good for speed and good money. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way for, the gold teeth and surf. It's definitely been a while since I did Gen 1's Safari Zone, but luckily it should be exactly like Fire Red and Leaf Greens. Kinda. What is this? No more room for items. I think I need this because this is the gold teeth. Alright, what is this? Leer? I can toss this. Yep, I don't need you. Let's see, what else can I get rid of? What's TM8? Sky Attack, I'm gonna keep that for now. I probably won't need it. Can I get rid of this? I need that still. Crap. What's TM21? Bide, I can get rid of this. Because I need to get this. And then obviously Surf. Yep, gold teeth. Alright, cool. Now I can get strength at the very least. Yeah, and this is where I get Surf, right? First person to reach secret house, it was getting worried, then I would find, alright, yep. Yep, HM3, which is Surf, so now Blaster has an actually good move for him to know. And I'm pretty sure this is also a TM here. I don't really need the X special. It'd be kind of cool to have, but I don't really need it. TM01, which in Fire Red Leaf Green it's Double Team, but in this game it is Boomerang, ground type move. I will definitely take that. Alright, I want to backpedal a little bit and see if I can snag one more item, because there are a ton of items in here. And I'll probably do it, I'll probably come back in here to see if we can get all the items in a little, like, you know, training montage format at the beginning of the next episode, just so I can kind of get everything. I would waste a little more time, but is there a way I can retire? No, I can't. I gotta just, unfortunately, walk around. There's no retire feature yet. Because in Fire Red and Leaf Green, there is a retire feature, meaning, like, when you're done exploring this Safari Zone, you can just click it and they'll come get you. But in this game, unfortunately, you gotta just walk until your steps run out. In other words, just wasting my time. At least allow me to see what else I can get here. And so far, the only thing I could have gotten was Jinx and obviously the Scyther. And nothing too exciting in the Safari Zone here, which is a good thing, because again, I don't know how, especially if like I found like an Articuno in here or something, I don't know how it would work. Because in order to catch a legendary in this game, you need to either status it, or you need to have a Master Ball, obviously. Yes, I got good. I didn't get anything, you know, catchable, but you know, I managed to get exactly what I needed. So now let's use Bull. Cut that. And obviously now we're at Safari Zone. Let me pull up all the questions on my phone here, because I completely forgot about it. I wouldn't say forgot about it, I was just more focused on, you know, trying to get, you know, to the Safari Zone, because I did kind of forget where all that was. Alright, let me pull it up, because I do have it saved to my phone. Alrighty. And is it this guy I talked to? Oh, this is where we get the Super Rod, right? Yeah, this is where we get the Super Rod. Awesome. Can I get rid of the old rod? No, okay. Okay. Let me speed up to the Pokemon Center so I can get rid of all non-necessary items anymore. So I don't need the Silph Scope, I don't need the Lift Key, I don't need the old rod, because we're about to get the Super Rod. Which means I can start getting some fishing encounters again. So we have a crap ton of encounters we can get now. Now I need that. Okay, I need 2 deposits. Old rod. I need 2 deposits. I'm not going to use Fly anymore because I already have Dragonite. Get rid of the HMs while I'm at it. Okay, don't need a lift key. I'm so glad in future games they got rid of the item restrictions. This is just rough, trying to... Okay. And then I'm going to teach Blastoise. or blaster. Surf, so he actually has a good usable move. Yep, tail whip. Okay, and then I can deposit surf. Okay. Now, I did not mean to speed up that much, but I guess we're battling this guy now. Whoops. I forget that the speed up button just completely just sends you. Oh well. Vulpix. You know what, let's test it out. Alright, Blaster, what do you got? Alrighty. While Blaster's taking all that Vulpix, let me obviously bring it back on my phone again, because I have Pokemon questions that you would answer on Twitter. It's the one that allows you, with one like on your tweet, you answer one question, so I will do just that. Alright, first question here is, what is my favorite Pokemon? And that is a very good question, because right now it is tied between two Pokemon. Charizard and Lucario are my two favorite Pokemon of all time right now. Obviously Charizard, because he was the first one I've ever gotten, and obviously Lucario, because, you know, he's basically Goku, and he's so cool, especially in his movie. Like the Mew in the Tree of Life, or no, it's Lucario Mew in the Tree of Life. It's one of my favorite Pokemon movies of all time. He is so cool in that movie. And obviously Charizard, because, you know, it's Charizard. It's the first Pokemon I've ever gotten, and it'll always be my favorites. Alright, question number 2. What is my favorite Pokemon game? Ooh. Okay, so if we're doing just straight up Pokemon game, because the next question is going to ask me what's my favorite spin-off game, so that'll be like Rangers, Mystery Dungeon, all the fun stuff. So I'm going to assume this means like what my favorite main series Pokemon game. And the answer to that is going to be either Pokemon Heart Gold or Pokemon Scarlet, actually. My favorite is probably Pokemon Heart Gold, easily. I love it so much. I love being able to go to Kanto. But nowadays, Pokemon Scarlet kind of getting up there. Like, if they can work out all the bugs in that, it could easily get their own Pokemon Heart Gold as my favorites. As my favorites Pokemon game. Also, if you guys made it this far in the video and you are paying attention to what my answers are, feel free to answer your own answers to these questions down below as well. I'm very curious to see what you have so far. So far, I've asked what's my favorite Pokemon, and what is your favorite Pokemon game? A main series Pokemon game, I'm going to assume, because next question is, what is your favorite Pokemon spin-off game? And what they mean by this is obviously Rangers, Mystery Dungeon, Unite, that kind of stuff. And for me, my favorite Pokemon spin-off game has to be Pokemon Explorers, Mystery Dungeon Explorer of Sky. That is easily my favorite spin-off game. The only one that would potentially get close is probably Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Omnia, or the original Pokemon Red Rescue Team. Would probably be my closest ones that would be able to match that. Alright. Question number 4. Favorite Legendary. That one's an easy one. My favorite Legendary Pokemon is Rayquaza. And yet again, another Pokemon movie I loved, and whenever he pops up in the anime, it's always a good time. The only Pokemon I would say would probably be close to him would be Dialga. Favorite Legendary? Rayquaza. Alrighty, number 5 has multiple options to this, multiple ways to ask this question. But I'm going to answer all 3. And the question is my favorite. It's Mega Evolution, Dynamax, and Gigantamax. My favorite Mega is either Mega Charizard X or Mega Rayquaza. No, Mega Lucario is probably up there too. I'm gonna have to say Mega Rayquaza. His design is just so good. Ooh, I gotta swap here. Alright, favorite Dynamax. I don't really have a favorite Dynamax because they're all just, you know, the regular Pokemon. Just, you know, bigger. So it doesn't really pay to have a favorite Dynamax, so I'm not really going to answer that one, but if I have to be put on the spot, it is kind of funny to see a starter be big. I'm going to say Gurky, Dynamax Gurky. It's fun to see the big monkey. Alright, and then my favorite Gigantamax. That one, without a doubt, is easily going to have to be Charizard. Like, his Gigantamax form is just so cool. Like, I really do wish that the legendaries had Gigantamax forms too, because I imagine, like, Gigantamax, Groudon or something would be so cool. Yeah, so my favorite Mega is going to be Mega Rayquaza. Favorite Dynamax is going to be any of the starters or any of the baby mons, because it's just funny to see them that big. And my favorite Gigantamax is Charizard. Our next question is favorite regional variant. So my favorite regional form, I have to say Galarian Zigzagoon. I really do like Galarian Zigzagoon's design, it is so good. Obstagoon, Linoon, they're just really cool. Favorite starter, gotta go with Classic, gotta go with Charmander, since he was obviously my favorite. Not only my favorite, but obviously my first starter I've ever had. Gotta go with Striker. Alright, favorite region. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. Because obviously earlier I said my favorite Pokemon game was Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so people kind of think, oh, you gotta assume Johto's my favorite region. No, my favorite region is between either Sinnoh or Hoenn, actually. I just love going around those two regions. Like, they are so fun to go around, and they are, honestly, probably pretty good places to live. So if I was to be held at gunpoint and say, hey, which one do you really like, I'm gonna have to say Sinnoh. Sinnoh has just so much more to offer than Hoenn. Alright, Butterfree. Alright. Number 9, favorite pseudo-legendary Pokemon. My favorite pseudo-legendary is Garchomp. Garchomp is my favorite pseudo. Number 2 would be Tyranitar, number 3 would be Metagross. Favorite mythical Pokemon. Okay. I have to remember, because yeah, obviously legendaries and mythicals are two separate things. I have to remember. Oh yeah, Arceus is a mythical, isn't he? I'm gonna have to go with Arceus as my favorite mythical Pokemon. I have to go with God. It's so really weird that God is a mythical Pokemon and not a legendary. Alright, favorite rival. Okay, this is a good one, because obviously the new legendary Neoma is very good. But I gotta go with my boy Hugh, aka Goku, from Pokemon Black and White 2. He's by far my favorite of all the rivals. Because he is like the perfect pairing of being an absolute jerk and being, you know, your actual friend. You know, just striving to push you to your max. He is like that perfect balance for me. Alright, favorite professor. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. You know, I gotta go with the classic. I gotta go with Professor Oak. Like, all of the professors are really cool, but none of them is gonna be iconic as, you know, Professor Oak. Though, if I was to give another one, I would probably say Professor Juniper. She is really fun. Alrighty, what's next? Favorite. Okay, here's another three-parter. Favorite Gym Leader, Elite Four member, and Champion. Okay, this one's gonna take a little bit of thought to do. Well, Golem, thank God I have Blaster now. My favorite Gym Leader, that's gonna be a tough one, because there's a whole lot of them now. I have to really think of which one. I'm gonna have to say Misty. Misty's probably one of my favorite gym leaders, mainly because obviously her design's really cool. She has a big impact on the anime, and realistically, she's one of the few gym leaders I always have trouble with, no matter how many times I go up against her. May it be randomized, unrandomized, she's always just a strong gym leader that I always have trouble against. Favorite Elite Four member? Once again, I have to remember the Elite Four because there are a few of them. Obviously, not as many gym leaders. I'm gonna have to go with the new Elite Four member in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Rika, the green-haired girl who uses ground types. She is a lot of fun. Obviously, she gives you an interview before you take on the league, and she pops up now and again throughout the entire story, and has Clogsire, who is just a goofy derp. Alright, and here's probably one of the hardest ones in this question. Favorite Pokemon champion? And this one I'm not going to be able to give you all one singular one. This one is going to have to be a double tie. Because my favorite champions are between Cynthia and Leon. Cynthia because of how cool she is in the anime, obviously how strong she is in her games and in the anime as well, and not to mention her design is really cool. But then you got Leon, who's just, you know, super strong, super cool in the anime, and super relatable as well. Yeah, it's a really hard choice between those two, so I'm gonna have to submit both Cynthia and Leon as my favorite not legendary, as my favorite champions, because there's, no matter what anyone says to me, there's no way I can pick one over the other between those two. Favorite villain team's the next question. And this one's a little bit easier, because I know Sprite's favorite team is Team Rocket. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's Team Rocket. It's been a while since I talked to him about that. Which, Sprite, if you're watching the video, hi Sprite, how you doing? Can you remind me what your favorite evil team is in the comments down below? Thank you. I'm pretty sure it's Team Rocket. Because my favorite evil team is probably Team Plasma. Or should be more specifically Team Plasma from Black and White 2. Because they're obviously, because of their designs, their cool ship, Dr. Chorus, and obviously their theme as well. It's just so good. I love Black and White 2's Team Plasma. Alright, what's next? Favorite route, city, and town. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna have to answer the route question later, because again, there is an ungodly amount of routes in Pokemon now, so picking one out of it is gonna have to be a very difficult question. But I guess a good answer for that would probably just be good old-fashioned Route 1. You know, the feeling of going out in the world for the first time in Route 1 with Striker never be a memory not in my mind. It is such a good feeling. Favorite town? Oh god, again, I gotta remember which ones are towns and which are cities. Because there's a lot of them. God, I'm not gonna be able to answer that one. But my favorite city is probably either Fuchsia City or... No, my favorite city is Jubilife City in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It is such... It is a good atmosphere there. It is a really good atmosphere. And favorite town... Yeah, that one I'm not going to be able to answer because there are so many towns that I don't remember. I remember a good portion of the cities, but I'm not going to be able to answer that one. Alright, what's next? Oh, well, there's the glitch. Let me pull up my phone here so I can see. Favorite soundtrack. Okay, that one's a very hard one. What is my favorite song in all of Pokemon? That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough one. Favorite song in all of Pokemon? Well, because a lot of the new music in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are really good. Yeah, because they're really good in Scarlet and Violet too, but Gen 5 has a lot of bangers. Not to mention all side games too. Like Explorers of Sky, its soundtrack is so legendary. Okay, good. I saw a guillotine and I had to stop talking there for a second. Jeez. Let's see here. Oh, God. Okay, I gotta get rid of that because evasiveness is broken in this game. Alright, and Ditto. Cool, he's now Butterfree. And with that, I'm gonna switch to Striker. Favorite soundtrack? I'm gonna have to say... Oh, come on. With everything I just did, I'm gonna have to say... I'm gonna have to say Dialga's fight to the finish from Pokemon Explorers of Sky. That soundtrack is just too good. It is really just too good. And cool, we got Magneton now. Nice. My Magnet leveled up. Anyways, let me put Striker up front so we can start leveling him up. Because now, since we're doing this training montage, I do have full reign to get my Charizard. Alright. Yeah, Explorer of the Sky, Dialga's fight to finish, just too good. Least favorite Pokemon. What is my least favorite Pokemon? I'm gonna have to say it's either Trubbish or Vanillish from Gen 5. Like, they realistically do not need to exist. I mean, Trubbish is funny because, it's obviously, trash. But an Ice Cream Cone as a Pokemon, they could have been better with that. Definitely could have been better. Let's see here. Favorite battle? Yeah, that's a good one. Well, yeah, what would be my favorite battle? Like, battle I always look forward to no matter how many times I play a game. I don't really have one in particular, but I'm gonna have to say a battle that involves a champion. Like the champion battles as a whole. Because obviously they're the battles you prepare for the entire game, is what you most prepare for out of any battles out of all of them, and it's obviously the most satisfying when you actually win against a champion. So, and obviously, going back to my earlier question, I'm gonna have to say a battle against either Leon or Cynthia. Because those champion battles are just too good. Because obviously those two are the strongest out of all the champion battles. And I almost forgot to get my encounter for this route. Blastoise, let's test out Magneton. Oh, Magneton is very strong. Very strong Magneton. I approve of this. Very, very strong. Alright, and before I forget, let's spit Spyro up front here once we need to do some training. And 2, so I can get my encounter in this route, because I did not do so yet. Either way, no. Not bad, I'll take it. Go with Thunder Wave. Speed up a little bit, and then... Pokeball, go. Do I have anything other than Pokeballs? Oh, there are Great Balls. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna name them Drill, because I know this will be like a backup plan for later that I can be very cheeky with. But alrighty. Alright, where was I? Yeah, okay, favorite battle, yeah. It would have to be any of the champion battles, specifically Leon and Cynthia. Because they are just very enjoyable to do. Alright. And if I remember correctly, we are getting towards the end of this route. Because again, one of the many things that Gen 1 does not do is tell you when you enter a new route. Because if I remember, the new routes is when you get to like the fenced-in area. Oh, and we're gonna be here a while. Hold on. How do I... Oh yes, crap. Weedle and keep him in. Yeah, so we're getting closer to new routes. We can get another encounter. Anyways, let's continue on with the questions. Next question is favorite typing. My favorite typing in Pokemon is either fire or dragon. Because obviously there's a lot of cool Pokemon within those typings, and they're always fun to use. Hello Mewtwo, how you doing? What am I gonna do to Mewtwo? Yeah, because Spyro's banged up, he's not gonna be able to do much, so I just gotta hit him hard with Bull. Oh, Bull outspeeds, cool. And I'm disabled out of that. Ooh, okay, that's fine, because we outspeed. I'm actually surprised as heck that we outsped Mewtwo with Tauros. Because in this game, the only Pokemon faster than Mewtwo is Electrode. But I guess the level difference kind of helped us out. Thank God. Because that would have been bad. Would have been bad. But duly noted, Tauros, my Bull, is very fast. And oh, we're at 32 minutes. Yeah, let's make it an hour of power until I answer all the questions here, because we still do have quite a few more to answer. Favorite move? Favorite... It says favorite mob, but I think it's supposed to be favorite move. I gotta go with Flamethrower. Flamethrower is always such a good move. Gotta go with Flamethrower. Alright, favorite ability. My favorite ability has to be Huge Power. Either Huge Power or Moxie. Like, any ability that allows me to just hit harder is always good in my books. And obviously having Huge Power on like something like a Tyranitar or Lucario is always good. Alright. Next question. Favorite item? Does it mean like favorite held item or just favorite item in general? Favorite item... If it's gonna be like just regular like items, so like Pokeball and all that fun stuff, I'm gonna have to go with an Ultra Ball. Ultra Balls are always fun, and obviously I've chucked plenty of them over the years. But favorite held item is gonna have to be Leftovers. Lefties are always super useful, and obviously make sure it keeps your Pokemon upright, and they can come in so clutch with that last minute healing. Like, you think a Pokemon move could knock out one of your Pokemon before, thanks to Leftovers, you gain just enough health to live. Not to mention, obviously, they helped out quite a bit with Blue Eyes in my last series. Alright, before I go any further, I'm going to have to use Spyro to fly back to Fuchsia. Because we are running out of PP. Favorite Z move and Max move? That's gonna be a good one. My favorite Z move is gonna have to be 10 million volt Thunderbolt from the anime that Ash and Pikachu has. It's always so hyped to see them use that. And then my favorite Max move, I'm gonna have to say G Max Wildfire. Gigantamax Charizard's signature move. It is brilliantly animated, and plus I love the effect it has afterward. It acts like fire spin through the entire battle, basically. It is so clutch, and it is very useful for knocking out some pesky Pokemon that it just won't go down. Alright, and then the last question I have here is... Ooh, this one's actually pretty good for me. My favorite shiny Pokemon. And that's gonna be a tough one. My favorite shiny. Because obviously, if you guys don't know, I have been shiny hunting on the channel for the past 8 months now, actually. So this is actually a really good question for me, because I managed to get quite a few of them over the past couple months. And even, obviously, ones that I don't have. This one's going to be very... Okay, this is going to be another very tough question. What would be my favorite shiny Pokemon? Favorite shiny Pokemon? Give me a few minutes to kind of think about this while we go through the route here to get our next encounter and obviously train up the team more. Let me really think about that. Choke. Favorite shiny? Like, there are a lot of really good shinies that I'm really thinking of here. Let me think about this while I get my next encounter here, because this is a new route. At least it should be. Yeah, this is a different route, because it changes once we head down more, and then head to... Ooh, neat arena! Kind of fitting, since our last encounter was Nina Rhino. Alright, then get it with Rap Gang. And then... Great Ball. Then my boxes are full. I have to switch to a different box. Okay, that sucks. Okay, so I can't get any more encounters for this episode because the boxes are full. Another thing I really hate about Gen 1 is you have to really pay attention to how full your boxes are. Okay, but obviously we all saw that my encounter was in the arena for this route, so in between episodes I will come back and catch it. I'm not going to go and swap boxes because that will require me to save the game, and I don't necessarily like doing that in the episode, just in case something was to happen, you know? Switch back to Striker because I really want Charizard. Speaking of Charizard, his shiny is actually really good. But I guess if I'm gonna have to pick one, I would definitely have to say shiny Charizard. It is really cool with his black design, along with obviously Shiny Rayquaza. Their black designs are just so good. Like, realistically, I think just like any shiny that is just a black coloring or a black design, it just looks so good. Like, they're just so good. I guess a good close second would probably be Shiny Lucario, just because obviously he's yellow and he looks like he's Super Saiyan. Because again, if you guys don't know, Lucario is basically Goku, and is actually voiced by Goku during his movie. He's voiced by Sean Schimmel in the movie, in Smash Bros. Alright, bring out Striker again, Flamethrower, Squirtle, go back to Magnet. Alright, Moltres, gonna send in Blaster. Oh, he has me in Fire Spin. Yay! Okay. Yeah, so those are all of the questions asked. Again, if you would like to answer them yourself, because I'm very curious to see what you guys would think, I will have them in a pinned comment in the comment section below. But yeah, once I wrap up this battle with Striker, we will end the episode and go from there. Obviously, I know I am nowhere near ready to take on anything right now, even with my Pokemon slowly powering up. But we managed to get quite a lot done today. And I do mean a lot. So obviously we got Surf and Strength now, we got... Yeah, it's a lot done. Yeah, plus I do want to sit back and record at least 3 more episodes today. And obviously I'm slowly running out of time to do so. But I don't brag, we're getting towards the 40-minute mark. And I do want to record at least 3 more episodes today. Wow, I know, Thyssen bulk recording, that's unheard of. So how do I end this episode and just go right into the next one? I guess the best way to do it is just to cut me off mid-sentence.